Aloha, dear hearts. So, happy Easter. I guess this is my Easter video, but I just have to share how powerful my new mantra, my new attitude, my new insight is going for me personally, which is that everything is sacred. Everything. Every thought, every movement, every taste, every pain, every pleasure, every discouragement, fear, celebration, the body, the mind, this life, the trees, the birds, the aggravations, the frustrations, the anger, and yes, even the war. It's just all sacred. And why wouldn't it be if all of this, everything is the one absolute power, creator, creation, manipulator, designer, script writer. It's just all so sacred, and nothing can bother me now. I mean, and I'm being tested left and right with all the things that used to bother me and get me riled up and triggered and, you know, all of those reactions. So now my response is just to see it as sacred. And it changes everything, especially my partner, when he throws things out that used to just trigger the hell out of me. And I'd lash back and, say, well, it's just sacred. And I just kind of giggle or make light of it. And then I see him totally change and make light of it himself. And it just becomes kind of a jovial interaction rather than this fight or accusations or, it takes two hands to clap. It takes two to tango. It takes two to have a war, to disagree, to even agree. So if you don't enter into that particular chaos or disharmony, and you just stay at rest with the reality of everything sacred. And that's the reality, that it is sacred, that there is harmony, there is peace. That's the reality. So if you just stay firm in that, it just draws everything else into it. Because that's who we really are. And I sense that's what Jesus was showing us when he resurrected. Who we really are. We're not the body. We're not the mind. We're not this seeming, this is not our kingdom. And it was something that came to me. I watched the story of Jesus, and I remember this particular movie I was watching. I think it was The Passion of Christ. But here he is with the cross, carrying the cross. He's all bloody. He's already been whipped and, gone through hell, seeming. And his mother, Mary, is running up to him to give him some water. And he looks at her, and his eyes become bright, and he says, "See, Mother, all things are new." And it was with such a positive, kind of excited statement, in such a harrowing experience. And that stayed with me. It's like, yes, all things can become new. That's why he says, become a new creature. Die to yourself. Die to the old. And just become, everything's new. Everything's sacred. Everything's in order. So the stone was rolled away and out he came. Pretty magnificent. Pretty glorious. And what a story. What an experience. What a life. What a, whatever this is. If it's a dream, it's a sacred dream. If it's a delusion, it's a sacred delusion. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. And we're just in the thick of the old dying out, the old getting demolished, and what's going to be left is everything new. So, happy Resurrection Day tomorrow. And I guess that's the resurrection. Letting go of the old body, the old way, the old attitude, the old program, and just receive open arms what's new, fresh, the unknown. All of this is happening right now. It's just to show us how complacent maybe we've been, maybe assuming way too much, maybe taking things for granted. Wake us up, stir us up, find a new way, be creative, and not get stuck in complaints or anger or thinking it should be any other way. You know, it's funny. I was working at a boutique, and a lady came in and bought something, and on her card it said, I don't know, that she was a reverend or something. And I just asked her, "Oh, what do you do?" She goes, "Yeah, I'm a psychic reverend," or something like that, with some kind of group. And it was when the bird flu was going on. So I asked her, I said, "What is going on with this bird flu?" This is years ago. And all these people dying. And she went, "Oh, they're just checking out." And it just kind of hit me like, oh, yeah, I guess they're just checking out. When people die, they're checking out. They're done. They're moving on. All right, I'll accept that. I took a lot of stress away. So, I just had to share this because it just feels so free. There's nothing to stress about. You know, sometimes it hits, oh, what if this happens or that happens, or how I used to react. And I go, oh, it's sacred. So no matter what happens, it's just a sacred happening. It's also sacred because it's God. Because it's perfect. So happy Easter. And all things are new. Because whether we like it or not, big changes are gonna happen. And we're in the thick of it. Just just let it happen and embrace. Just embrace whatever. We don't know why, we don't know what for, but someone does. And maybe we designed all of this. Maybe we planned it and then forgot about it. And we're just watching it all happen, knowing that it's a miracle. The trees are a miracle. The movement of this body is a miracle. All the things that go on inside it is a miracle and beyond our control at this present time. Whether it was designed by us or I'm sure it was a collaboration and we all agreed. And we're just making our way back to the Garden of Eden, where we never left. We're just headed back to realizing it's all right here, right now. I love you. Love all of you. Whether you're watching or not, everything, the planet, every creature, every part of the dream, every scene. Sit on the edge of your chair. Oh my God, what's going to happen next? So whether we stay here or we go, we're just, we'll just be checking out. And it just means we're done with the mission at hand. So, all my blessings to the planet, to everyone, everything. Aloha.